So today's class is about HTML forms, and we discuss HTML forms in pretty much detail. So we see, where the forms are used, why the forms are used, what kind of input we can take from forms. So you'll see a lot of details in HTML forms, and this class is exclusively dedicated to discuss about HTML forms. And again, if you cannot hear me, or if you want to talk to me, okay, if you cannot hear me or if you want to talk to me, you can use the chat box on your right side. If the chat box is not found, then it will be in minimized state. You can find it at the bottom, the left bottom here, okay, in case the chat box is not found. Alright, so now the first question here in the class today, okay, where do you see forms? In physical forms, let's say. Don't forget about the website forms. Tell me about the physical forms. So the question here is, I'll be more specific. So where do you find the physical forms? This is the first question for today. Registrations, okay, nice. So you find physical forms like, in railway reservation forms, right? It's called reservation form again. And as Sandeep mentioned, in application forms, you go to a college, they ask you to fill up a form. Reservation forms, college application forms, banks, fantastic. Bank deposit and withdrawal forms, right? So there are forms everywhere. So why forms now? Why does people really need forms? So the next question is, why forms? Yeah, we know where do we find physical forms. Now why do we need forms? Why do we need these railway reservation? Oh, there's a spelling mistake over there. Let me correct it. Reservation, okay. So why forms? Now fine, we know where the forms are, but why do we need forms? So when orderly information, I can say information. Suppose for instance you go to a restaurant, okay, the person who serves you will be asking you, what do you like to have? Then you're not filling up a form over there, you're just telling him, right? Yes, it's not about orderly information. It's about seeking information. Is there any problem, like, people? Anil, what problem you have? You cannot hear me? Yes. Fine. So it's why forms. It's about seeking information. If I need some information, then I ask people for information. Okay, what if there is enormous amount of information or important piece of information which has to be stored? Then where else I can take that information? So there are two reasons for why forms. The first thing is, I need to have information. I need to seek information from people. I need people to submit some information. Okay, then the second thing is, I want to store this information. So I can take information, like for instance, let's say address. You go randomly ask people for addresses. Hey, where is this particular restaurant is? Where is this particular address is? Okay, so it's also seeking information. But if you want it to keep for a future reference, you should have it in a form. Like just like Sandeep said, orderly information. You should keep it as archives. You have to store it, right? So that's the reason physical forms are used. Why people keep railway reservation forms? Because that information is stored in a document form. Why college application forms? Again, the same thing. Why deposit and withdrawal forms? The same thing. They are used to seek information and store that information in a document form. Okay, so to seek information and document it. So this is the reason we need forms. Now everything looks fantastic. So we have now come to know where do we use physical forms and why do we need those forms, right? So everything where where you want to give information, there's a form over there, and that's the best thing to do, to have forms. Now coming to websites. So when you visit a website, when you visit website, do you find people who seek information? Do you find anybody, like, as soon as you visit Todos Live, let's say, okay, you want to contact me. How do you contact me? Okay, you can contact me via an email, you can contact me via login. Yes, you can Anil has a problem, it seems. I don't know about the speaker issue. So yeah, Ram Manohar came to just check in what is Tutos Live. Is my Facebook friend. Yeah, no problem. I want to give out a class, so I just need one attendee anytime. So if even one person gets a benefit out of it, I'm so happy for it. Okay, so yeah, when you visit a website, you don't find people who can seek information for. So how do you get that information? How do you seek that information? You seek in the same form, except that there are no humans involved in it. There's just pure programming involved in it. Okay, so you seek information using forms. So forms are so important that whenever you want your users to submit some information of them or of something, okay, you need forms. So forms are an integral part of a website design. Forms are the integral part of the website design. So today we speak about these forms. We only when we talk about forms, okay, it's only the first half of the forms. Like the second half is processing that information. Now HTML only lets us, okay, HTML lets us only to collect information, and we cannot process that information using HTML. To process that information, we need a server wherein the information is submitted, and that particular server code will take care of the processing of the form. So the first part is how do we write a form, okay, what type of forms is, and the rest, the second half, will be taught when we talk about form processing using PHP. So our language is PHP, the server-side language. So in that we'll be speaking about the processing of forms. Okay, so the most important part is not processing. The most important part is designing a form. Okay, it's really important in user experience and user interface wise. Right, so forms are integral part of the website design when you seek information from the users who visit your page. So now where do you find forms in websites? So the examples for forms in websites, the very first is registration. Registration is a form, right? You are submitting some information over there. Tutos Live has a registration page which is seeking your information. What's your first name, last name, what's your email, and there are a lot of information in that registration form. Then the next form you find in Tutos Live is a login form. So again, this is seeking information. Hey, do you have credentials? Do you have access to this website? So if so, put your email and password. So it's again a form. Like, okay, then I see the form, I validate the information. Okay, Sandeep is a valid user, let him log in. Okay, that's the login. Then the next place you find a form is contact page. So here again, at Tutos Live we use contact page so that people post their queries if at all they have any. Okay, so again, contact page, it's a form. We see the form. Okay, what is your message, where are you coming from, what's your email ID again. So it's again information. So if you see these examples, forms are usually used to transfer information from the user to the server or to the website owner, let's say. So I can literally see that information, the contact page information, whenever someone submits a contact. No, there are so many uses. I'm not done yet. So I'm just giving a break with these three examples, that okay, this is the kind of information we can deal with forms. And the next is the search. You see these search options, that's a form again. So you search for something, so you are putting some information and you are seeking information in that process. Like for instance, let's say you give me address and I'll give back the landmark, let's say. So search is something like that. You give me some piece of information and I give back enormous amount of information. That's the search bar. So it's again a form. That's where you use a form. And where else you use forms? So registrations, login, contact page, search, and comments. You see these Facebook comments, okay, these are again forms. So it's a form again. Okay, comments. So anywhere you see, whenever you type, use your keyboard. Okay, wherever you use a keyboard, wherever you use your actions like clicking something, okay, they're all forms. Okay, you see buttons, fancy buttons on to-do slide, those buttons are again form elements. Okay, the buttons. So and what else we have in forms? Yeah, you guys can come up with some things about forms. So this topic is where do we find forms in websites? So you find forms in these places, in registrations, logins, contact page, search, comments, buttons. Yeah, we have told it. Can you hear me now, Anil? Fantastic, great. So there might be some problem with your computer. Maybe let's figure that out. So yeah, where else we use forms? You guys tell me. Any other places do you use forms? So it's a generic. The generic term is wherever the website needs information from the user. Okay, if it needs some information from the user, or if the website wants the user to type in something. Okay, you find forms in newsletters. So for those people who are who don't know what newsletter is, newsletter is something that you see these fancy subscribe buttons or newsletter subscriptions. There you use forms. So it's all about information. So if the website is seeking some information, use form. Just like the physical forms, okay, the website forms are the same to seek information. Okay, so the seeking information may be two types, the user seeking information and the website seeking information.